Does anybody else have erectile dysfunction? Raise your hand real big if anybody has. Yeah, no, me neither. No, me neither. So then I thought, well, I could talk about some of the I could talk about some of the diseases that that comes out of Miami, but then I thought, well, gosh, I might have some legal problems there, so I better stay away from there. But I did. I brought my Viagra on the boat here, and I could see, once I pulled it out and stuff, my wife she starts getting real excited, and I says, oh, hey, all right, I got the Viagra going. And she goes, yeah, I'm so excited. I've got more room to hang up all the clothes that I brought for this cruise. Oh. I am just so pumped. But I kind of got upset with her because, like I say, after about 4 hours, I said, hey, shouldn't you be calling the doctor or something? And she says, I would, but it's going to get my evening gown all wrinkled. What do we get? I can't do that, So she didn't call the doctor. Speaking of stiffs, Tommy was asking, he says he showed us some juggling stuff. You want to see any juggling? I got some juggling here. Okay, well, let me show you here. He said to start slow. Okay, I got. Lance had a really good idea. He said, maybe you should, play an instrument and then begin to, tell some jokes and stuff. And so I reached down and tried to show him my instrument. He said, no, I don't want. No, that's just wrong. I don't want to see that. I said, oh okay. And then Noonan was, he showed up and he said, hey, I got a joke for you. 4 cows were in this field and some cuatro cinco or something. Yeah, I said, yeah, okay. Thanks, Noonan. I appreciate that one, buddy. But I am from Colorado, and I was driving just past, it's a pretty agricultural area, and so I was driving past this farm, and I saw this pig, and it had 2 missing legs, and I thought, boy, that's kind of strange. And so I drive into the farmer's house, and I says, hey, tell me about this pig. It's only got 2 legs. He said, let me tell you a story. He says, the other day, the house was burning down. My whole family was in this house, and all of a sudden, this pig comes jumping out of the barn, and he runs over, starts pulling my daughter, my wife, everybody out of the house. The whole house burns down, and he's pulling the entire family out of this house. And I go, wow, that's amazing. That's how he lost his legs, huh? Farmer said, no. Let me tell you a story. I was underneath my tractor just the other day, and this pig, he just jumped out of the barn. He comes over, and the tractor fell on me. He pulls the tractor up, and he pulls me out of out from underneath the tractor, and it was just amazing. I just couldn't believe it happened. I'm going, wow, that's an amazing pig. And he's going, yeah. I says, is that how he lost his legs? He goes, no, heck, an amazing pig like that, you're not going to eat him all at once, are you? I'll leave you with this. Last night, this is what I said to my wife right after some really great sex. I said, hey, I sure appreciate this opportunity, and I sure hope I satisfied you in less than 3.5 minutes. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
Prop comics. Keep it going for Mike. He was great. Come on. And finally, all the way from Montreal, Canada, Patricia St. Jean.
Wow, it's great to see so many of you still here. We were kind of nervous about this. Mike has given us the greatest opportunity. But one thing I must say, Mike is an Anglophone. My name is Saint-Jean from Montreal. I am French. And I have the opportunity today. There's something that's been bugging me for a long time, and tonight I'm going to talk about it. Why do English people, as we call you in Montreal, because most of you are probably English or Spanish, why do English people, when they're about to say a really bad word or swear, say, "Pardon my French"? You friggin' Anglophones don't know how to speak French. I don't get it. So this, it's off my chest. It's therapy. Thank you so much. You know, a cruise is about relaxing and therapy and having fun. So I like to do a lot of research, a lot of preparation. So when I get on the cruise, everything's perfect. So my wonderful husband, and I don't know if he's here, he's afraid. What we do is we practice. The first thing we do, and I'm sharing these secrets with you, and you could try it at home. First thing we do is for a week, we go sleep in our walk-in closet. If you don't, have a walk-in closet, you have the smaller one, even better. You show up here and you have this luxurious suite. You love it. The other thing you need to do is instead of using your Grandmaster Suite washroom, use the powder room. Try to both squeeze in the morning. You can imagine Ed trying to brush his teeth, and I'm running in with an emergency. You know, I have to use the toilet, move over. Flatulence. I'm telling you, if you practice it at home, it's much easier in the cabin later. And if you want to make it even more realistic, what we do is we get a 2x4, we put it at the bottom of the door, and we keep tripping when we're going into that powder room. You're done with it, you've got your bruises, and you ease into this cruise. The next things we do is we go out shopping. Naturally, you always have to buy this bunch of stuff. So you go to the grocery store, you go to Walmart's, and then what you do is you've got your basket and you look around and you look for the longest line. Once you're there, you get your book out and you start reading, you know, then you're done. When you get to the lines here, they're much shorter than any supermarket. So again, so you've done your supermarket, and then you go to the liquor store. And you know what? You start picking your alcohol out, and you said, you know, after all these years, I really want this bottle of port. It's a 30-year-old port. I'm dying to try it. So you buy it, you bring it home, you lock it in a cupboard for 18 days, and then you can have it. Next time you'll know to pick a shorter cruise. The next thing is the emergency drill. It's good to practice. You know, those are very important. So what we try to do is we try to go outside and stand still for 15 minutes. So Ed and I are like this. The part that I just can't get is how to shut up for 15 minutes. All of those that sat with us at breakfast or lunch or dinner, you know what I'm talking about, right? So, I'm Francophone. So, if anything that I've said today has offended you or has hurt you, all I can say today is, pardon mon anglais. So, I'm Patricia from Montreal. Thank you very much.
My frickin' name is Mark, pardon my French, okay? So you can go now. I've been waiting 4.5 minutes to do that. Got a special treat. We actually got someone who helicoptered in, or tugboated in, or something got here. First time ever on stage. He's going to do it here. Lorenzo Montalto. Hey, paisano. Give it up, come on. First.
This is my first time on stage. I got the jokes, but I read, because, okay. Different people on cruise, people who cruise a lot will go, this is the pool? New people? Holy crap, there's a pool. This next joke, I will do at latitude 450, longitude 480 south with calm seas. All Italians know that. I've got so much radiation in my system from airport scanner. I ate corn last night and I just crapped popcorn. Look. That's a funny one. That's funny. I wish I was out there with you laughing. I learned how to unhook a bra with one hand. And now they will never let me back in Victoria's Secret. Oh, please, please, please. Married people here? I love a marriage. Marriage, beautiful, beautiful marriage. It's so much better than dating, okay? Difference between the marriage and the date. Dating is it's like fishing. You always say, ooh, she's a good catch. Then truthfully, just like fishing, we're just happy we caught something. It might not be a good catch, but we'll hold on to it and play with it, show it to our buddies and friends, take pictures with it. And then you start thinking, ooh, how much is it going to mount that? Then you think you could catch something better, so you throw it back. And then you're back where you start, where your bucket's empty and nothing's tugging on your line. But here's the key difference. Key difference is stay away from the red snapper or anything with barnacles. And some guys will actually approach, they throw out a line and cast a net to catch as many as they can. But be careful with that, because you always get crabs. I may start doing this for a living.
Lorenzo. And now for something completely different. Tommy Drake.
So embarrassing to show up and have somebody else in the same outfit. I'm leaving tomorrow. I am out of clean clothes. Round of applause for Mark Evans for putting this together. Everybody did such a great job. And I mean this sincerely. Out of all of the comedians on board, Mark is hands down the largest. Nobody's disputing that. Open mic is where professional comics try new material, so that's what I'm going to do for you over the next couple minutes. A lot of people have very strong opinions about the President of the United States, Barack Obama. Personally, I feel like I can relate to Barack Obama, because I know it's hard to tell by looking at me, but I was also raised by a white woman. I feel like we have that in common. I do. Most of my personal lifetime goals involve drinking large amounts of alcohol. Last week I threw up in my bucket list. These are all new jokes, I swear. Liberty Auto Insurance has a brand new thing. It's called Better Car Replacement. Apparently, if you total your car, they replace it with a car that's 1 year newer. You total a 96, they get you a 97. I'm thinking about totaling 10 cars in a row. I'm gonna make my O2 brand new eventually. This takes 9 days to get across. Well, not really, because they keep stealing hours from us, don't they? They're stealing 6 hours of your vacation. It only takes 8 3/4 days to get across, and it doesn't feel good to lose an hour, so I have a new plan, and Noonan's on board. Next time we do one of these, instead of 6 times setting your clock forward and losing an hour, here's what's gonna happen. For the first 6 days, you're gonna set your clock back 2 hours. 2 a.m. becomes midnight, first 6 days. That buys us 12 hours right there. Then for the next 2 days, set your clock back 3 hours. 2 a.m. becomes 11. And then, when you think that you're 8 days into the cruise, Noonan's gonna say, tonight, set your calendar 1 day forward. We're gonna be there tomorrow. What do you think, huh? It's a brand new plan. I think it'll work. This is just embarrassing, and it's a warning, because I'm leaving tomorrow. You guys are going to be here for 9 more days. No, please don't be disappointed, because they are going to fly in some other comics to entertain you guys, and I want you to be nice to them, because they're very funny guys, and this is what I need you guys to do. I need you to go see the other comics, enjoy their shows, and then right before you get off the ship, find Noonan and say, we like that first group of comics a lot better. Do that for me. Good for my job. I was upstairs running on the track. Have you been on our track? That's a little track. It's a tiny little track. And I run long distances, and it's 10 laps is a mile, and I'm not particularly fast. It takes me about a minute to do a lap up there. And I was 2 miles into my run, and I farted. And a minute later, I ran into my own fart. When it first happened, I wasn't sure what it was. I was like, oh, damn kids. And then it hit me, wait a minute, that was me. I sped up, caught it 2 more times. That's it for me. Thanks for coming to Open Mic. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you so much.
I've been down before, riding along on this big old...
And now to convince you to laugh in his own way, Peter Gross.
One more hand for your last comic, Serpico, everybody. Serpico. Oh, it's so great that people have been talking about their bucket list because this is a bucket list story. About a month ago, month before my birthday, my girlfriend started telling me about the gift she was going to give me. She wouldn't tell me what she had bought, but she started giving me hints. She says, it's on your bucket list. I know you've been wanting to do it for a really, really long time. I know you're going to love it. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so great. I didn't even know you could buy a three-way. But what she got me was skydiving lessons. And I tried to be excited. I did. And even when she gave me the gift certificate, I tried to smile. But then I saw the gift certificate, and on it said, Sunrise Skydiving, your budget solution. Now, I am Jewish, and I understand how good a deal can be. But for skydiving, let's go first class. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to know where they're cutting corners. That's what I'm saying. I really want to think they're doing it all. So we go to the place. It is a total dump. It is a field that is unmowed. There is a shack, and there is a plane that when it started up, it sounded like a lawnmower with asthma. All right, that's what we're going up in. And it didn't even have doors. And the first thing I think is, well, that's just dangerous. I mean, somebody could fall out of that. And then I realized I would be falling out of it. That's why I'm here. Happy birthday. So before you can go up, obviously, you have to be trained. And I was trained by a gentleman about 55 years old. He had dreadlocks and a Dayglow t-shirt, and he introduced himself as Moondoggy. Not Mr. Moondoggy. Not Professor Moondoggy, not even Captain Moondoggy, which would have been awesome. Just Moondoggy. And this was the complete instructions. This is the comprehensive instructions. When you're in the plane, you want to do this. And then when you get out of the plane, you want to do this. Now you do it. Yeah, just like that. You got it the first time. Awesome. Okay. So I'm thinking, okay, like the arms, do they need to be high? Do they need to be low? I'm thinking about drag. I'm thinking about aerodynamics and gravity. And I'm waiting for the question and answer portion of the instruction. But he has other plans because at that point he leaves to scream at the other hippie to